Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. I'm here with Chris with the creamy vagina on his face, and I'm also here with Dion, who's looking fresh. He never get a haircut. Well, you better get some pussy, Dion.
No, I'm going to Tony Mac's funeral Friday.
It doesn't look like you cut your hair with thumbs, like Nikea said.
Fuck that meatball boy.
You said he looked like a meatball rolled around on the carpet.
What Nikea lie he be saying all the time?
That's the mindset.
That's the mindset. When you don't look like you cut it with no thumb. I like to see you with a haircut. You look so much better than your struggling look. I hate your struggling look. It made me want to cry.
Your tongue
I don't know
okay?
what to say to that. Just start the fucking episode.
Heaviest tongue I've ever heard.
Y'all listen to the music, and we're going to find out how Dion sold some ass to get a haircut.
Just your running theme of bullshit. Don't got nothing to do with the episode. Tired of niggas inboxing me. Why is she telling us about you selling ass?
Did they be saying that?
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time.
So, when you told me you were saying rings, I don't know. When I was outside, right, so I'm talking, and as I closed my mouth, I said, what's this? A little motherfucking bug trying to make me eat it.
Oh no.
He was stuck right there in the corner of my mouth. So I pulled him out. I said, what the fuck? The bug was just gonna fly down my damn throat. So I'm sitting on the sofa. I don't know if it went up my nose or what. All of a sudden I started coughing really bad. And I just started throwing up across the room.
No, really? Projectile vomit?
Yeah, so my kid acting like some motherfuckers on the street who getting killed and they video recording. They just sitting there watching. So I'm trying, in between each throw, I'm like, get your daddy. Get your daddy, motherfuckers. I mean, okay. They stand there watching me like motherfucker getting killed on the street and they're here to record it.
World star.
This generation is not
smart at all.
No. Call the police. Call 911. Help.
Look,
It's not like they could do the Hyman maneuver.
Yeah. They have to do a group hug to do a Hyman maneuver on me. So that remind me, I think I probably told y'all this story the time my mom had a stroke. And my mom was like, she was literally having a stroke. And so I think I hadn't had any kids yet. I was just young. And I think I prayed with Ashley. I said, Mama, let me have some of your Rice Krispies. She said, nah. I said, I'm going to eat your Rice Krispies. She said, nah. And for like an hour, she just kept saying, nah. So I said, wait a minute, can you talk? Because I thought she was putting off. So I called 911. We get to the hospital. They said, how long was she like that? I said, about an hour or two. They said, what took you so long to call down? I said, I thought she was bullshit.
I've never heard that story. I don't remember that at all.
She had a full-blown, she had a blood clot, 2 blood clots hit in the brain. It was like, she gonna die. And by the time I got what made me call 911, because she like, I said, what the fuck wrong with your lip? I said, hold on, bitch. You turn it. Gotta call somebody. Something happened to you. We ain't gonna be able to pay their rent without you. So I called 911. And they get there, her whole bottom lip. But I mean, her teeth is apart. Oh, like that. Like they didn't even go together. So I said, why she turning? And so we get there and they give her an x-ray. They said 2 blood clots hit in the head. And that's all she kept saying. So finally,
that's smart to call 911. I don't know that I would have thought that at 11.
Well, I think when you see a motherfucking mouth going left and right,
Like a flag.
you know something ain't right. And I said, well, I ain't gonna eat your cereal. Can you put your mouth back together? And so, so my mama love Rice Krispie. And so she ain't like the sugar kind, she like the unsugared. So when I called 911, they said she had 2 blood clots in her head, and they said ain't nothing they can do because I waited so long to get her to the hospital. But while she had the stroke, she was still walking around. She, no. And so that's when I knew God
Getting
was
jiggy
real.
with it. You sound like Will
That's
Smith.
fucked up.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You did. You got it, dude. Mama.
Getting jiggy with it.
That's a tune she was making way before Will Smith. Damn.
Was she? So did she have any permanent damage from it?
I prayed and I said, Lord, I think I was 12 years old. And I was like, ain't nobody here to take care of. They're going to put us in foster care. And I remember just praying and say, can you just give her a little longer time? Her whole mouth twisted back in the hospital.
Wow.
Like, we don't know what the hell happened to her. And I was like, I do. His name, God, Jesus, Holy Moly, Messiah, whatever we call him out there. And she came home. And then after that, she got her leg cut off. Yeah, she got her leg cut off.
You didn't pray that hard for that one, did you?
Jesus is like, I'm gonna need some payment.
25%.
The ties out her leg.
So she lost her leg, and I remember the last time I seen her, she was like, "Look, bitch, I can walk." And she was holding on to I can still see her. She was holding on to the side of the apartment, and she was walking with her new fake leg.
Did you keep the leg?
Yeah, did she pawn it?
Nah, I kept my daddy leg for a long time. And finally, I just set it out by the trash can one day. Well, it was too big. It was going to take up too much room in the trash can. My daddy.
How big was that leg?
Well, they cut it all the way above the kneecap. It was his hip.
I mean, it didn't fit in your trash can? Was he Shaquille O'Neal?
Well, I'm just saying, if I'd rather put the trash in the trash can and put his leg by the trash can, it all was going.
Walk out 5 minutes later, some dogs carrying it down the street.
The fucked up part about it, my daddy was so proud of his Medicaid shoes, them Velcro.
The black ones, all black.
The Velcro so strong on Medicaid shoes, you can climb a building with that Velcro. You Spider-Man. That nigga used to take his shoes loose. It sounded like somebody was sliding into a bit. I said, Daddy, you pulling off your shoes? So he was so proud of his Medicaid shoes. And he died in the beginning of the year because his birthday is in December. And he died in the beginning of the year. He had just got his Medicaid shoe, and all he talked about was his Medicaid shoe, and he didn't even get to wear it down.
Oh.
And so when he died, I tried to get a man his leg. They wouldn't take it. They don't take fake legs.
Into the casket? You should be able to put in whatever you want in a casket, especially as much as it
It's not a time
costs.
capsule, nigga.
Yeah,
Why not?
It ain't like they was gonna hook it up to him. They was just gonna let him lay. It was gonna lay there. They could just lay the leg up on his pants.
I got a whole list of things I want to take with me in my casket.
Yeah,
They all snacks, ain't they?
No, I'm not Nikea. Where is Nikea? I miss him. He hasn't been on in a while.
Nigga working. So they said no to putting his leg in the casket. So I didn't bother putting it in caskets. So I just get your ass. I don't give a fuck about it, Randy. Set your ass down. You're talking like an old person. It's gonna rain. Who gives a fuck? Your hell real. But
You just walk around and yell at everybody all day.
ooh, let's take a break. This is somebody very important. Let's take
Okay.
a break. 1 second. All right, y'all. We back from break. I had to take that phone call because it was money. bitch got to say, hold on, I got to go make some money. Plus, we on this writer's strike. So, shit, I fit right in there because I don't never be writing that.
You're permanently on strike.
I permanently been. I was like, what took y'all so long to get over here with me? I've been not right. But anyway,
well, Dion, you sent me this video. Tell us about the video.
So I just seen it maybe 25, 30 minutes ago. My buddy sent it to me of a teacher. I don't know what state that's in. I think it's high school.
A Missouri student has been suspended after filming her white geometry teacher.
Math class saying the what does N stand for?
The N word multiple times. Yeah. Now the girl and her family are calling for the school to take away the suspension and apologize. 15-year-old student, I won't say her name. She was being suspended after recording her teacher using the N-word in class.
Well, what the fuck happened to the teacher?
He solved for X.
Yeah. Okay, so this is in Missouri. Real DL Hughley, the famous DL Hughley, posted this. So clearly he's been saying it long enough for the 15-year-old to get the camera out. And here's what the audio sounds like.
But it I don't know. It feels like when a black person is using it towards another black person, it's the same. How is it not still a derogatory word? Derogatory, but you don't get it. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, I kind of slave owners used to call them that, so it's just like a. So how does that? Right, but. And is the word nigger not allowed? Okay, I'm going to say right now, as a teacher, if you want to keep your job, this isn't a threat. I'm not calling anyone. No, I understand. I can say the word. It's not. Mr. Boone. Why are you saying? No. I'm trying to say, like,
so he catches her recording. He's white, by the way. Looks like he's in his 40s.
Why they suspended her? Why would they suspend her?
I'm sure there's some.
It looked like she was white and she recorded it. So she broke the barrier. She broke down. What do y'all have?
I'm sure there's some sort of policy that you're not allowed to film in the classroom or something.
He didn't get it. What kind of Unite cap do y'all have that she broke?
She crossed the picket line. Is that what you saying?
Oh,
you ain't shit.
We don't all want to say it.
I've said this 100 times about the N-word. You know, it's like black people took the word back and use it as endearment. You know, my nigga, however we say it. It doesn't feel the same when it comes out of our own mouths versus if you said it to us. Me and Dion will feel it in his chest. It's like a kick in the chest.
When he said it in that video, I felt it. And I don't even have a tenth of the understanding that you do. Like, when he said it, it's so...
white.
Yeah. I hear you say it about 900 times a conversation, but, you know, he says it and I'm like, ooh.
That word costs too much for white people and anybody else who ain't black. It just costs too much. Don't say it. You can't afford it.
He said it enough that she's pulled out her phone in a classroom where it looked like there was at least one girl of black or mixed descent. Like, you haven't actually learned anything. You haven't talked to these students.
It's geometry.
It is geometry. What?
Like, it would make sense if it was social studies. You know, maybe science or something.
16, 19 class.
Ain't nobody trying to square root a nigga to a square root a nigga. Ain't that math?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a podcaster. I got
nigga was trying to find the angle to hang a nigga. Like, goddamn. Like, you Mr. Blue. These word problems are fucked up.
If you got 6 niggas and you hang 3 and 2 more ran away, how many niggas do you have? Sir, you can't do that in math. That don't go with math. That's science, social studies, history.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You could say, if you was in history, we could understand, excuse me, Claire, but I'm going to say nigga because I need y'all to know what it feel like to be called a nigga. But you can't say that shit in no math class. You can't square root a nigga to the square root of nigga.
The nigga said it during the regular school year. That's some summer school shit right there.
Why is it summer school?
They can't afford phones.
Nobody gives a fuck about summer school.
Say, bitch, if you was in a real class, you wouldn't have to listen to it. That's hilarious.
I just can't believe that she got suspended and not him. I guess it's Missouri.
Yeah, they're gonna see. One thing I know about my lovely white people, when they're not for that bullshit, white moms are gonna write letters. They're gonna pick it. They're gonna raise hell. The last person you want to fuck with on earth is a white educated woman. They don't give up. They eat your babies.
They're called Karens for a reason.
No, not the Karens. Not the Karens. I'm talking about white women that care. Is that true about Jerry Springer when he was dying? He had 2 black kids?
I think so. I thought I'd heard that.
That would not surprise me at all.
He had 2 black kids, and his current wife, would not let him see or have any dealing with them. But he took care of them. So when he died, he left his fortune to the 2 black kids.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is the Daily Mail, but I guess it counts. Jerry Springer goes viral for clip where late chat show host reads will and gives large portion to 2 black children he had out of wedlock, but it is revealed to be from a virtual play. So does that mean it's fake? Oh, okay, so he was doing some sort of play festival thing.
Wait, so he was reading his will in a play? Or was he reading a will from the play?
I think he was reading a will from the play.
Them kids don't look biracial at all.
Yeah. So I think it's fake. But the teacher, back to the N-word teacher. He got fired.
He did?
Of course he did. Yep. Of course he did.
As he should have, and he should never work in a school system again.
Yep. So as of 28 minutes ago, he is no longer employed. They said it's inappropriate and inexcusable. And then I'll scroll through here and see if we can find the fate of the girl.
She better have her fucking school. She better have her lunch card back.
He used the actual word multiple times before recording. So she broke the student these student handbooks are BS. It's like the work handbook. They put all kinds of crap in there that they can use against you if they don't like what you did. But they won't say if they let her go or not.
Well, they gonna let her go. She's a student.
I'm saying she shouldn't be suspended. It should be taken off her record. She did the right thing. The school would not have believed those kids. Nothing would have happened to this guy if there hadn't been a video.
It was a black kid sitting in the class. You didn't even have respect for that, mister.
No.
Well, that's who he was talking to, wasn't it? He was talking to a black kid, wasn't he?
No, he was talking to the class, I hope. I hope he just didn't blatantly call that black kid a nigga.
Well, he didn't call anybody a nigga. He just said the word. But
he said, I'm just asking questions. He said, I'm not calling anybody that. I'm just asking questions. And then another 15-year-old kid is explaining to him that slavers used to use that word, and that's why you can't. He's like, I don't get it.
Is there any words black people can't use? Because, white people are not affected by hunky and cracker. So is there anything that we can't call white people?
Some would argue that if you call somebody racist, but
oh yeah, y'all get very upset over the word racist.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's kind of fucked up. Racist and cunt will bring a white person down.
Did you see the New York City? He's like what? They're on the local news, and he's a former priest, and he just got fired for calling his co-host the C word.
There was
He's
a black lady
former-
too
He called a black lady a cunt.
on a hot mic. Yep.
What
Where
did he
did I see?
say?
Was that on Twitter?
Yeah,
I think I saw that.
he was a former priest.
He was doing the
did-
news for.
How do he even know how to say the word cunt if he was a priest?
Please, you know, priests know everything.
He's a former priest. So Ken Rosado was dropped by ABC7 earlier this month after making an unsavory remark on a live C word. He called his co-anchor Shirley Alicott the C word, which got picked up on a hot mic, and bosses immediately fired him.
Go ahead, let me hear it.
I'm trying to see if I can find it. Page 6. Come on.
Do they have the audio?
I never saw the audio, but I've seen the story a lot.
Yeah, I didn't think they had the audio of it.
But they were really worried, and he was really worried about being fired for any racial slurs 100% inaccurate and untrue.
I just called her a cunt.
Yeah, so he's like, I didn't say anything racist. I just said the C word. So,
that nigga bitch is a cunt.
So he thought he was getting fired for being racist.
well, that's what the rumor was, that he was being racist, but he wanted to clarify that he was not being racist. He was just saying the C word. Because again, being called a racist is
I love
bad.
that black cunt. Oh my God, boy. The shit people get fired for.
I really want to know
I
how
know y'all saw that. I know y'all saw that Popeyes employee who had got paid in a month, so he tore up the whole store.
No.
That nigga had chicken everywhere.
That shit was so funny.
He said, if I don't get my $9 an hour, these chicken gonna have to fly. He had them flying through that motherfucker.
That nigga told that store up. He had all the batter on the ground. Oh, that shit was so
That nigga
funny.
said, well, my rent due. Y'all niggas up here holding my motherfucking check.
He said, if I ain't making money, y'all ain't making money.
This is what
Here, I got it. Let me see. Let me pull it up real quick. This is on TikTok. It's Raw
He had the
26.
chicken everywhere.
happens when you don't get paid for a month.
That looks like some good ass fries. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Good music.
Oh, he cut the cash registers.
At least he got his money.
Oh,
And it's Chicago.
That nigga said, I done left the gang and you niggas ain't gonna pay me.
There were biscuits everywhere. He's the butter and the oil everywhere.
and that's what everybody been bragging about Popeye blueberry biscuits, ain't it?
they got blueberry biscuits?
I think they the one with the new blueberry biscuit everybody talking about.
I've missed this.
Yeah, I ain't heard about that. There's a Popeyes down the street from me.
I wish.
It's all white people, though. So it'll be good. Did y'all see that nigga walking down the highway in Chicago and then people pulled out and jumped him?
No.
Who? That who?
It is Popeyes. Yep.
There was some man walking down the highway in Chicago. He's going towards traffic, and some SUV pulled up, and these niggas hopped out the car. He ran into traffic, trying to avoid him. 3 people chased him down. And some dude was walking on the bridge, recording it through the chain link fence, and they they whooped that nigga ass. Like, how they find this motherfucker? He just walking down the street.
He said, somebody said, I saw him hit I-65.
He walking like his car broke down or something. So he just walking towards the exit or whatever. And it's a shit ton of cars out there. It's like busy traffic. They pull up, skirt, hop out the car. 3 dudes chase him. He running through traffic. He tried to jump the little barricade. They caught that nigga and beat the shit out of him.
Oh, jeez.
I can't see. It was on Twitter this morning. Oh my God.
Speaking
Twitter's
of
the shit.
ass beatings, I've waited a whole week to hear about Raymond and what he's been up to. Can we talk about Raymond? Should we? I don't want, him to be 18 and this come back, but
What was it? What did he do?
booty.
You trying to buy some coochie?
Oh,
How old is he, first of all?
15.
All right.
So he gets the cell phone because everybody shares a cell phone with him and his sister, him and his older sister. So I let him go freely. Go over and text the little girl. He texts him. Gary, he erasing as he texting. I don't check behind him. So these dumb motherfuckers don't know. Every time you do something to your phone, it go to your AT&T account. You can pull up what you've been texting. So Garyana pulls it up. He in the text telling the little girl, you my girlfriend. And he on somebody said, well, I eat booty. And I give you $40 to eat your booty. I was like, Raymond, you eat booty? I said, do you even know what eating booty is? No, ma'am. I said, let me bend over and don't you stick your head between my head. He's like, ugh. Exactly. The fuck you mean you eat booty? But the good part about it, he did offer to pay for it, so it ain't rape.
Somehow, I guess that's a silver lining.
The silver lining.
Where'd he get $40 from?
Well, he helped clean up on the weekend and cut grass at my other house and just shit like that. I'm like, but why are you telling people you eat booty? Well, everybody at school said they eat booty. Do y'all know booty don't taste good?
Even if you shower, I'm sure it's horrible.
Yeah, you might catch a peanut. You don't know what's out the booty. I just shit it and it scared me.
You was throwing up and shit? What kind of bug did you eat, nigga?
She turned her neighbor. Bug man. Vincent
I sent you the video on Twitter, Chris.
Yeah, it's like, I remember being in 7th grade because you don't know anything. And these guys were talking about eating vagina, which was the phrase that they were using. And I looked at my friend and I said, what do you actually eat? He goes, I don't know, the juices or something.
The juices or something.
It was 7th grade gym class. I'll never forget that.
I remember the first time I saw porno, I was in the 4th grade. And it was a group of us. It was a Friday. And it was like 6 or 7 of us. We went to our buddy Adrian's house because his mom had a porno. It was called Red Tape Friday. Because they used to have VHS
red tape
tapes.
on it.
Yep.
VH tape. The porno tapes were in different colors. So they had the red tape. And I just remember watching it and going home and throwing up. It was the nastiest thing I ever seen in my life at that point in time. I was sick for like 3 days after that. And then the next Friday, we was back watching that motherfucker.
I remember. So I think that's part, like our generation, Dion, we had to watch it communally. So it wasn't like it wasn't on your phone where you were like in, I don't know. We had, he'd always bring it in a balloon box because nobody's going to open the balloon box, with balloons. And it was Big Titty Bonanza, and it was Western themed. That was the first porn I ever saw. We sat there as 8th graders watching it, howling with laughter, but also like, this is awesome. And you'd hear his mom walking down the stairs. We're like, oh shit, turn it off.
The first cum I ever saw was orange, and it just scarred the fuck out of me. He busted an orange nut on this lady's titties. And this was an 80s porno. They had that fucking 80s hairdo. She had the biggest fucking...
That nigga he drunk a lot of orange juice, didn't he?
I don't know what was going on. I wish I knew the name of that video. Oh my God, it was so disgusting. It was this big orange blob on her right titty.
Ugh.
He rubbing it in.
Oh.
Well,
Did you?
Huh?
Did
I
you?
don't watch porn.
Did you ever like see it back when you were a kid or anything like that, or like?
Nah, I think I told y'all this story when crack hit the black community and heroin. I was speaking through a window one time, and I saw these men running a train on this lady. And,
Your porn was in real life.
Yeah. As they was fucking her, they was taking out the condom and washing it out and reusing it. And I was like, what are they doing? And that's the first train I ever saw. They was putting on
disgusting.
they was putting on like bags and shit. And some niggas like, I heard them in there, they was like, I ain't using that condom after you nigga wash it out. They was putting like bags, like
Kroger sacks.
Yeah, Kroger sacks on their dicks.
The Publix for the public.
Well, here, we'll finish up with the video. We'll actually play the video that Dion was talking about here. So there's a man walking on the interstate right on the yellow line next to a line of cars.
This is why this will not be, you know, a place where I consider to be home. Ain't for little PTS.
So now the guy's running in the middle of major interstate traffic like Frogger. And now he's being chased by a car full of men.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Nigga, keep the camera focused. They got him?
They must have, yeah.
Yeah, you never know what the fuck you gonna see in Chicago.
And I think those are electric lines.
Where you at?
The city of Chicago.
Is that him under the bridge just laying there?
Yeah. I don't know if they beat his ass because he was slowing up traffic.
That was insane.
But as soon as he saw the car, he knew that he was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Now they're walking along the railroad tracks, which I think is an electrified railroad.
You better hope that nobody catch no murder. Is that him going on by his business?
Let's see. Yeah, I think so.
What's the more Chicago?
I think the wind's getting to them.
All right, y'all. Well, that said, it's time for me to go ahead and lay my old ass down. But don't forget, this Friday, May 19th through the 20th, I am at Off the Hook Comedy Club in Naples, Florida. All right, Levity Live, West Nacka, New York. New York.
I'm having a stroke.
Through the 17th. Fuck y'all. Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida, the 23rd through the 24th in June, day before my husband's birthday. July 2nd through the 8th, I'll be at Stand Up Live Huntsville. I love me some Huntsville. July 21st through the 22nd, Funny Bone, Omaha. I think they're Nevada, ain't it? No, what,
Nebraska.
Oh, Omaha, Nebraska. Orlando, Florida. I'm on my way. I think I'm going to turn this into a fucking vacation. The 28th through the 29th, I'm going to Disney World. Fuck it. Orlando, Florida. Get your ticket. August 4th through the 5th, Funny Bone, West Des Moines. And after that, Blue Room Comedy, Springfield, Missouri, August 18th through the 19th. Make sure you get your tickets for the comedy tour. Your girl done made it. Please go to MissPatComedy.com. All my dates is up there. My first stop is Kentucky. Then my second home is Indianapolis. Clowns Memorial Hall?
Clues.
Oh, Clues. You tell me that every week. Clues Memorial Hall, Indianapolis will be September the 9th. Baumhart Theater. I must have said it right. Louisville, Kentucky, September the 8th. And so many more. Please get your tickets, y'all, so we can have fun. Hell, we on writer's strike, but that don't mean I can't tell y'all these fucking new jokes I just wrote. And with that said, thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at MissPatComedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.